Welcome back, everybody. The calendar says March is right around the corner, so you know what that means. College hoops is in full swing. We got another good one for you today as two East Bay rivals lock horns once again. The Renegades of OHLONE have won 5 of their last 6 and would love nothing better than to add another W in the win column. The CHABOT Gladiators have plans of their own, though, as they look to keep their playoff hopes alive here on their home floor. Make sure you keep it locked as we bring you some 3C 2A action as lineup and tip-off is next. Welcome to Community College Game Time presented by Comcast 27. I am your announcer, Rashawn Mungo, coming to you once again from Hayward, California, as we settle in for another 40 minutes of Gladiator basketball. But first, we start off with the visiting Renegades. The Renegades are running out 4 guards, starting with number 1, Casey Norris, number 3, Jarrett Jackson, number 20, Chris Reed, number 30, Frederick Bowen, and at forward, number 33, Henry McCarthy. And the head coach for these Renegades is John Peterson, and we see OHLONE is posting a record of 7-3 in conference while posting a 19-7 record overall. For the CHABOT Gladiators, we can see that they're running out 3 guards of their own. At point guard is number 5, Greg Brown. At shooting guard is number 24, Damian Stewart. Also at point guard is number 30, Jalen Rogers. And we have 2 forwards for the Gladiators, number 31, John Darwin, and number 32, James Glass. And head coach for these Gladiators, as always, is Denny I. The Gladiators themselves are 5-6 in the conference and posting a 500 record overall at 13 wins, 13 losses. So as we get ready for the tip, we're going to pause for station identification. Community College Game Time is presented by CHABOT College Comcast 27. You can contact us or visit CHABOTTV.com. Looking for music and more entertainment? Check out KCRH 89.9 FM or visit KCRHradio.com, the East Bay's best variety. For pictures of this game, go to thechabotspectator.com and click Sports. This production has been made possible by SBMG, the Sports Broadcasting Media Group, a CHABOT students production. You can like SBMG on Facebook. And to check out more games, look up Community College Game Time on YouTube. And I am your announcer once again, Rashawn Mungo. We are getting set for tip as all the lineups and all the intros are out of the way. We're getting ready for another game here on the hardwood, and it should be closely contested. These two teams really like playing against one another. And we're going to see who's going to get the first possession of the game. OHLONE gets the first possession of the ball game, and quick foul. Don't get much quicker than that. One team foul on the Gladiators to start the ball game. And OHLONE will inbound the ball from the far side sideline. Norris controlling the ball, gives it to Reed, and they are just swinging it around the top of the perimeter. Ball controlled at the point. Looking to go baseline. Nothing there. Swinging it around. Just OHLONE is swinging around the top of the key right now. Finally a drive. A little hesitation move right there. Tried to draw the foul. That was Casey Norris. Couldn't quite draw the foul. This is Stewart now looking for a pass. Standing right by the free throw line. Decides to shoot the uncontested shot and gets the first one to go. 2-0 Gladiators lead. And there's your first bucket. Let's see how OHLONE responds here. And to be a foul call, apparently on OHLONE, and that's going to give the Gladiators the ball. So right now the Gladiators have a chance to get a little momentum, build a little bit of momentum early in the game, especially on the home floor. It's so important to play your game, especially early in games and late in games. Rogers passes to Stewart. Stewart controlling the ball around the top of the key. Looking for a man down low. Finally turns and faces the basket. One dribble. Back to the basket, looking to make a move. Pass down low. Give and go. But that's 3 in the key. And CHABOT is going to be called for 3 in the key, which is 3 seconds. An offensive player being in the key for 3 seconds without leaving. You can't do that. And CHABOT squandered a possession there. So here's Norris giving up a shot put up. Bounces off the back of the iron. OHLONE still waiting on their first bucket of the ball game. This is Greg Brown, one of the point guards for CHABOT. Bounce pass, controlled at the top of the key. Back to Greg Brown. Brown looking for an opening, can't seem to find one, looking for a screen, trying to set up the offense. Rogers has the ball now, looking for an opening of his own. Big three, a little too strong, doesn't hit anything, and here comes the Renegades. The Renegades with the cross-court pass, almost a little too strong. Norris sends that back at the top of the key. Deep three, off the front of the iron, and here comes Stewart. Stewart driving. Head fake, looked like he was going to go back for that three, finds the trailer, but there's the three from Greg Brown, and he knocks down his first points of the ball game. 5-0 Gladiators. And there's going to be a foul on CHABOT, but this is such a great awareness from Stewart to give the ball to the trailer, Greg Brown, uncontested, and just knocks it down. You don't want to give your guards open looks like that, because they can hurt you. Norris controlling the ball, tried to give a pass what looks like to be Anton Mitchell, and that ball goes out of bounds, and the Gladiators get a possession for free without playing much defense. OHLONE looks a little out of sorts right now coming into the game. Still look like they're trying to get their feet wet in the game, figure out where their head is at. That's Stewart standing in 3-man's land. Head faking, looking at the basket. There's Greg Brown, double team, holding on to the rock, trying to find somebody to give it to. Ball almost stolen off the foot of Stewart. Rogers picks it up in the 3-point land. Stewart has it now, head fakes, goes up with it, rattles around and gets it to go. And 7-0 Gladiators. Gladiators on a 7-0 run right now. Renegades still looking for their first bucket. Jackson holds the ball, passes it down low to Norris. Norris working with his back to the basket. Nice pass underneath. McCarthy can't quite finish the bucket. That would have been the first points, and the Renegades needed that one desperately. Rogers with the crossover, gives it to the man behind him. Gets it back. Fakes for the three. Still has his dribble. Goes to the right side. Passes it. The Gladiators controlling the ball past the three. There's Brown. Brown with the move to the left. Shot, fadeaway jumper, up, and he gets a bounce. And Greg Brown and Damian Stewart, so right now have all the points for the Gladiators, and right now are carrying the team. Renegades looking for anybody to do the same. Just take the lid off the bucket. Looked like he was going to go for the three. Big wide open three off the front of the iron. Can't get it to go as well. So now the Gladiators are pushing with a chance to take a double-digit lead early in the first half. And a miscommunication between Greg Brown and John Darwin. John Darwin was looking to set a screen, and Brown was trying to give him the ball. And what the end result was a bad pass. Nobody was on the same page, and so it's Renegades ball as they make a couple of substitutions. You can hear the horn sound. It's usually how you know there's some subs for those of you watching at home. So Norris, usually the one to control the ball. That's Jackson looking to drive. And there's Chris Reed, who gets called for a foul as he's driving, offensive foul. So that'll be Gladiators' ball. And he just barreled over. That's Evan Wiley, who took the charge. Good defensive basketball. And he gets rewarded taking the ball out past half court, setting up the offense. Rogers now with the ball. Rogers going to the left side. Wiley controlling the ball. Wiley thinking about it. Shot is up. Bounces out. And here comes the Renegades, still trying to find their first points of the afternoon. Head passes to Norris. Norris spots up. Too strong off the backboard. Wiley with the rebound, pushing it up for the Gladiators. That's Tyrell Jackson. Deep three from Rogers. Good. Knocks it down, and it's a 12-0 run, and I'm surprised at this point that there's no timeout being called by head coach of the OHLONE Renegades, John Peterson. I guess he's just gonna let his boys play through it. But it's 12-0. At some point, you gotta think you gotta regroup here. Going baseline, cross-court pass. Head finally gets it to go as he steps in and knocks down the mid-range jumper. So 12-2 as OHLONE finally gets on the board for the first time. Rogers at the point. Wiley looking to set the screen. Wiley releases. Wiley looking for the three. Thought about it. Gives it back down to Jackson. Jackson with a little head fake. Off the back iron. Looked good going up. Didn't quite get it. Swings it around the perimeter. Wiley puts up the shot. Finds the bottom of the net. And it's 14-2 CHABOT. Pass down low. Pass back outside to the wing. In and out. Looks so good coming out of the hand, but just couldn't knock it down. There's Brown. Brown with the three of his own. And right now it's just turned into a three-point competition between these two clubs. See if they want to slow it down. Nope. Norris with the three off front iron. And another Gladiator rebound. As Rogers takes the ball down and gives it to Wiley. Wiley takes control. Setting up the offense here. The Gladiators have come out with a head of steam, leading by 12 with approaching 12 minutes left to go in the half. Jackson drives and draws a foul. Doesn't get the foul to go, but it's a shooting foul, so he'll go to the line. Excuse me. There's another replay of it. So let's see, there's our first free throws of the afternoon for either side. We always stress how important free throws are, so let's see how Jackson handles his first shot. And he misses his first one. Even when you lead by 12 free throws, they're essentially free points. That's why they're called free throws. So even leading by 12, if you're Denny I, you like to see your guys knocking down buckets, especially your reserves. Second attempt by Tyrell Jackson. And that one is good. Pushing the lead up to 13. And OHLONE has to find a way to start finding some buckets. You got to do something. Pass down low, almost gets battered away. McCarthy puts it back up, and McCarthy misses another point-blank layup. And that's part of the reason why they're down by 13. Wiley kicks it out. Jackson at the top of the key, back to Stewart, sends it around to the wing. Cross-court pass to Jackson. Jackson thinking about that three. But Wiley will take it, and Wiley almost knocks it down, bounces off the front of the iron. Jackson pushes it. Head with the layup, but he doesn't get it to go, but he does get fouled. Looking for the strong finish. Doesn't quite get it, but like the effort. Especially if you're Peterson and you're down. You're down by 13. You don't want to see your guys out there shooting up, getting into a three-point shootout contest with them. You want them attacking the basket. You want them getting in the paint and hopefully knocking down their free throws, unlike that who missed the first one. And the second one goes down. Lead back down to 12. Chabot right now in control of the game. It's almost an understatement at this point. Jackson, big time three, in and out. And a rebound by OHLONE. Henry McCarthy with the rebound and looked like an over-the-back foul on James Glass. So Gladiators will inbound the ball. OHLONE will inbound the ball. Down by 12. 11:22 left to go in the first half. McCarthy has the ball at the point. Head fakes. OHLONE still looking to find some offensive rhythm that they haven't quite found. Passes it to the baseline. Makes a move, goes to the right side, puts it up. And almost a shot clock violation, but not even close to the rim. And the Gladiators with their own rebound off the window. Can't get it to go. Gladiators rebound it again. Stewart around the three. Wiley takes a three-point off the front of the iron. He is still not hitting that three. Still a little short. Is he going to shoot it again? Looks like he gave it a once-over. Decides to set up the offense. Wiley, 2-point this time. Off the back of the iron again. Gladiators with another rebound. Jackson tried to pass down to the baseline. It gets deflected away. Jackson passes it to the wing. That's Stewart. Stewart drives, draws the foul, and he gets the bucket. So that's going to be an and one. And after looking at all the three-point shots, I guess Stewart decided to say, you know what, I'm going to drive. I'm going to get me some points in the paint. And he got a shooter's roll right there. And he's going to go to the line. 17-3 Gladiators early in the ball game with 10:08 left to go in the first half. And the Gladiators they look like they're inspired to play. They look like they know this game is big to keep them in the playoff hunt. And they're playing like it. Shot is up. Shot is good. And so that completes the three-point play. As Damian Stewart has been a big part of this first half for the Gladiators. Greg Brown with a steal from the back. And Stewart comes again, pushing it down. Rogers released to the top of the key. And that's Damian down low, kicks it out to Stewart. Stewart with the head fake. Brown controlling the ball, gives it to Rogers. Shot is up, and he gets it to go. Big time three, and that's 21-3. Chabot Gladiators' biggest lead of the contest as they lead by 18 with 9:36 left to go. And almost mercifully, John Peterson finally concedes and takes a timeout. So as they take a break, we will also take a break here. Community College Game Time is presented by Chabot College Comcast 27. You can contact us or visit ChabotTV.com. Looking for music and entertainment? Check out KCRH 89.9 FM or visit KCRHradio.com. It's the East Bay's best variety. For pictures of this game, go to the ChabotSpectator.com and click Sports. This production has been made possible by SBMG, the Sports Broadcasting Media Group. It's a CHABOT Students production. You can like SBMG on Facebook. And to check out more games, look up Community College Game Time on YouTube. So we're getting set for action after a full timeout taken by Peterson, head coach of the OHLONE Renegades, as they have just got blindsided by a barrage of points by the Gladiators. They came out and just didn't know what hit them. Right now, they're down by 18 on the road, and they have to be wondering what happened. But they control the ball here. Swinging it still around the perimeter. Interested to see if they try to get more opportunities below the three-point line. And right there, you're stripped, and the Gladiators are pushing the ball up. Brown with the three. Doesn't get it to go. And almost a rebound by Rogers, but loses it out of bounds. So OHLONE will hold on to the ball. Well, they will get the ball as they try to slowly eke their way back into this game. They need points, and they need them fast. They have to take every possession that they get given away by the CHABOT offense, and they have to score on it. They cannot waste opportunities to climb back into this game. Norris looking to drive, and he gets fouled. See if they said it was shooting. They do say it's shooting, so he will go to the line to shoot two. And these opportunities are important too. Free throws, talking about climbing, eking your way back into the game. Free throws and getting to the line is definitely the way to do that. As he knocks down the first, that's Casey Norris knocking down the first. And there's another bucket. So 21-5. Casey Norris gets both of the free throws to go, and I'm expecting to see a lot more of that from OHLONE. Driving to the basket, trying to draw the contact, and slowing the game down as much as possible. So Wiley gives up the ball, gets the ball back, drives to the right side, inside the three-point line. Good move by Jackson. Jackson doesn't get it to go. Lose the ball, and here comes OHLONE with another rebound and another opportunity to score points when the Gladiators couldn't. Working the baseline, going to the left, puts the shot up and gets the shot to go. That's Chris Head. Definitely going to need to see more of him if OHLONE's going to get back into this one. Wiley almost with the crossover ball. Gets knocked out. Looks like a foul on the Renegades. So the Gladiators will inbound the ball from the near side sideline, leading by 14 with 7:47 left to go in the first half. Tyrell Jackson looking to inbound the ball. Inbound to Brown. Brown setting up the offense. Trying to follow the screen. And almost stolen by OHLONE, but ends up being a foul anyway. And that's Jared Jackson, who's got on the foul, but almost a great play to read that passing lane and to steal the ball. If he would have got to that one, that could have been a fast break the other way and an easy bucket for the Renegades. I like the aggressiveness there, but unfortunately draws the foul. So Jackson back in the inbound on the far sideline, gives it back to Brown. Brown setting up the offense right on the tip of that CHABOT Gladiator image in the center of the floor. Tight defense by Norris. Stewart has the ball driving, looking for that spot. Gives it up, ball is stripped. And almost taken away. Can the Gladiators get it back? And it looked like OHLONE took it away for a quick second, but by the time I saw the vantage point, Stewart had it, and it looks like it's going to be Gladiator ball. So great second effort by Stewart to not only not give up on the play, but end up coming up with the ball. That second effort is what's given the Gladiators this big of a lead. And beautiful shot by Tyrell Jackson. Tyrell Jackson tried to lob it to a player in the paint, and that ended up going off the backboard. He ended up coming in, getting the rebound, and spotting up along the baseline and knocking down the shot. So it's 23-7 with 6:54 left to go in the first half. You see him there getting his rebound, getting the rebound from James Glass, and then turning around and knocking down the mid-range baseline jumper. So everything working for the Gladiators so far early in this game. They can do no wrong. Even when they miss, they get their rebound and knock down shots. Quick inbound, quick three, and gets it to go. And what a beautiful shot. That is Frederick Bowen who knocks that shot down. And Greg Brown answers back with a three of his own, saying, anything you can do, I can do better. 26-10 Gladiators. And a deep pass to a player underneath the bucket, but unfortunately stepped out on the baseline. So as much as we were talking about Gladiators throwing away some possessions, OHLONE has been doing that of their own, and that's a prime example right there of throwing away a possession. Got to know where you are on the floor and cannot receive a pass and step out of bounds, especially when you're uncontested under the bucket. So 16-point lead for the Gladiators. Stewart with the pass and inside the paint. Glass with an opportunity to knock it down with a one-hander, can't get it to go. Ball is being pushed back the other way. Norris gives it to Reed. Reed back to Bowen. Reed going to the right side, and he travels. He walks, got those feet going a little too early. And that's going to be Gladiator basketball inbound on the near side sideline by James Glass. Inbounded to Greg Brown. Brown crossing midcourt, setting up the offense. Just under 6 minutes left to go. And a foul on the Gladiators that's going to give CHABOT the ball. It's going to give OHLONE the ball, excuse me. Ashley Stevens checks in for OHLONE. Jackson, head fake. Chris head, spots up and knocks it down. Another bucket. Lead back down to 14. 5:27 left to go in the first half. And another penalty on the Gladiators. And that'll give OHLONE back the ball. And you see Chris Reed looking for the shot, excuse me. And as all the threes are rimming in and out, he decided to find his spot underneath the three-point line and go for the two, and that shot has been working for him so far. McCarthy kicks it back out to the top. That's Jackson controlling the ball. Back to Reed. Reed might be looking back to go back to that spot. Ashley Stevens knocks down the big three. And quiet is kept. The Renegades might be finding a way to work their way back into this game. Big two-pointer knocks it down. And just like that, just when you think the Renegades might be able to sneak their way back, Another big shot from the Gladiators as Tyrell Jackson knocks down a two-pointer. 28-15 with 4:36 left to go in the first half. Tried to pass the ball down low. Hits off the knees of apparently a Chabot player. I believe that's Nashard Walker, who incidentally kicked the ball out of bounds. McCarthy goes up strong again for OHLONE and still cannot finish the bucket. That's 3 that he has had right in front of the bucket that he wasn't able to finish. This time a foul is called, so he'll go to the line and try to get some points that way.
32 James Labs. That's his second personal.
Shot is up and doesn't get it to go, and nothing right now for Henry McCarthy is falling at all. 3 shots right under the basket, couldn't finish. Free throw when no one's defending him, couldn't finish. And this one bounces out as well. So if you're McCarthy, you have to wonder what do you got to do to get a basket in Hayward, California. But he comes back on the other floor and on the other side of the floor and does get a rebound, so he's not quitting playing. OHLONE is pushing it up, trying to set something up, driving the basket, looking for anybody to move without the ball. There goes Chris Reed, and he says forget about it and drives the lane, can't quite finish. Good idea, tried to go with the right hand, couldn't quite do it. Greg Brown, hesitation move, looking for somebody to give it to after he terminates his dribble. Wiley puts up the shot, and he gets that bucket to go. Evan Wiley has been such a spark plug off the bench for this Gladiator team. Renegades looking for something to get them back. Trying to cut the lead, get the lead under double digits, or get the deficit under double digits. That's your first goal by any means possible. Just get it to under double digits. Once it's under double digits, you can start working back. But as long as it's 15 and it gets to 13, but then it's back up to 17, and then it's 19, but then it's back to 14. You know, it's early in the game, so you can keep playing like that, but after a while as a team, it just wears on you that no matter what you're doing, you just can't crack that double digit ceiling. And as a coach, you just want them to get back into double digits and start working that way. But Henry McCarthy with another missed free throw on the opposite end, can't seem to get anything to fall for him. Rogers drives the baseline for Chabot, almost loses the ball, but regains control over it. Wiley driving, going to the left side, puts up a shot, bounces off back iron. Norris with the rebound. Norris deciding to slow it down a little bit, now decides to push it. McCarthy with the screen at half court. Tries to finish with the left hand, too strong, too high off the window. Rogers with the rebound, driving the ball back down, looking like he's going to take the lane. Loses control of the ball. And haven't got the call yet. I believe it's going to be Gladiator ball, expecting the inbound from the baseline. So Stewart to inbound the ball. Nashard Walker checks in. That's number 42, the biggest man on the floor for Chabot. Pass out to Wiley. Wiley dribbles to the right, finds Rogers in the three-point lane, gives up the ball to Stewart. Stewart gives it to Walker. Walker looking to make a move, terminated his dribble. Big three from the opposite end. Gets his own rebound. And looks like a timeout called by the Gladiators. So 15-30. Gladiators up by 15 with 2:28 left to go in the first half. And if you're Denny I and the fans in Hayward, you got to be happy with what you're seeing by the way this team is coming out and playing right now. They're playing with gumption. They're playing with spunk. They're playing like this game matters to them. They're driving to the board when they need to, getting some sort of penetration, knocking down the three ball, They're getting turnovers. They're not doing anything too crazy with the ball. Of course, there's a couple of turnovers that you probably wish you didn't have, but that's basketball. And at this point, you're leading by 15 with the chance to add on here on your home floor, and you're only giving up 15 points and a half. Got to feel pretty good about yourself. Wiley spots up off the front of the rim, and it seems like whenever he does miss, it's by just a little bit. It's never by too much, and if he gets those to start falling, you can watch out. And a great move by Head to go to the right hand and finish strong, and he's going to draw the foul. Just a strong move to go right and just get it, just kiss it off the window. Gets it to go, draws the foul, way to finish, and has an opportunity of completing a three-point play right here. Lead back down to 12. Remember, if you're OHLONE, you just want to try to get it inside of 10. You can live being down 9, 8, 7. So much different being down 12, 13, 14, 15. And there you go, and a steal by Chris Head. Chris Head to finish. Can't quite finish, but Casey Norris is right there behind him to mop it up. And there you are with a minute 50 left to go. The Renegades are down by 10 only. And it's been that type of half for the Renegades when you're only down by 10 and you consider that a positive. But great awareness by Chris Head to get the steal and drive it up the floor. Couldn't quite get the finish, but Casey Norris is right there to help him out. And so we take another timeout with a minute 50 left to go in the half. Community College Game Time is presented by Chabot College Comcast 27. You can contact us or visit ChabotTV.com. If you're looking for music and entertainment, check out KCRH 89.9 FM or visit KCRHradio.com, the East Bay's best variety. For pictures of this game, go to ChabotSpectator.com and click Sports. That's the ChabotSpectator.com. So after that timeout, we have a minute 50 left to go. OHLONE Renegades are visiting John L. Wagner Gym, home of the Chabot Gladiators. Down by 10. And the Gladiators would like to increase that here in the last 2 minutes. Rogers with the ball now, kicks it to Jackson. Jackson gives it to Damian Stewart. Damian Stewart with the nice pass back to Jackson on the cut. Jackson with the turnaround jumper. Knocks it down, nothing but net. Lead back up to 12, a minute 20 left to go in the half. OHLONE trying to push it. Trying to get something back. Trying to get something going here in the last minute or so. Shot no good off the front of the iron. Looks like going to be a foul on Chabot. It's going to be on Damian Stewart. And so that's going to bring Chris Reed to the line. First one is good. Second one even better. Lead back down to 10, 32, 22 Gladiators. Less than a minute left to play. Rogers controlling the ball, looking to drive, can't find anything, passes it to Stewart. Stewart leaves the baseline, looking for somebody to help him out. Here's Tyrell Jackson looking to drive. Can't find it, puts it up just short, ball loose. Jackson gets his own rebound. Stewart puts it up from the baseline and knocks it down with 33 seconds left to go. And it looks like Nashard Walker has been called for a technical foul. And just a terrible time for that. So OHLONE is going to send somebody to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And you hate to see that from Nishard Walker, who gets called on a technical after such a great possession by the Gladiators. Getting your own rebound, moving the ball effectively, the extra pass, and Damian Stewart knocking down the shot from the baseline. All that gets negated now. Well, it doesn't get negated, but that changes things because now you give OHLONE 2 opportunities to turn that, to almost negate that 2-point that Damian Stewart just knocked down. So bad move. We'll see how OHLONE decides to respond to this. They haven't been the greatest free throw shooting team this half. So it might all go for naught if you can't make these free throws. It doesn't matter. But I wonder who they're going to send to the line. You probably send your best free throw shooter, and it looks like that's Casey Norris who's going to go and shoot the free throws for the Renegades. And you can see Nishard Walker standing up with his hands on his hip over there on the sideline. Not happy about the call, to say the least. So Norris with the shot, misses the first. And this is what I was saying about the free throws. Free throws have been a problem for OHLONE this game. But knocks down the second. So Norris goes 1 for 2. 33 seconds left to go in the half. 34-23 Gladiators. It's going to be Renegade ball. Inbounded from the far side sideline. See how they try to run this possession here. Just moving the ball around, killing out some of the time. It is 12 seconds. Now to 10. Chris Reed looking to make a drive. Spin move, puts it up, and nothing doing there. And so it's going to be inbounded. Going to be inbounded from the baseline. Every time I've seen OHLONE, they've tried to kick it out to one of their 3-point shooters and get a quick inbound and put up a 3. So let's see if they try to keep an eye on that here and see if they try to do the same thing that they've been doing. Well, there's no quick inbound here, but they do give it to one of their 3-point shooters, does put it up, and does get it to go. And what do you know? That's going to be your last play of the half. And so that's going to bring us to halftime, and that's going to cut into the Chabot lead a little bit, that last 3. It's going to be 34-26 Gladiators. Community College Game Time is presented by Chabot College Comcast 27. You can contact us or visit ChabotTV.com. Looking for music and entertainment? Check out KCRH 89.9 FM or visit KCRHradio.com, the East Bay's best variety. For pictures of this game, go to the ChabotSpectator.com and click on Sports. The production has been made possible by SBMG, the Sports Broadcasting Media Group, a Chabot students production. You can like SBMG on Facebook. To check out more games, look up Community College Game Time on YouTube. And I am Rashawn Mungo. You can follow me on Twitter at RashawnMungo.com on Twitter, or at RashawnMungo.com. Stay tuned for second half action here as the Chabot Gladiators lead the OHLONE Renegades 34-26. Welcome back to Community College Game Time presented by CHABOT Comcast 27 as we're getting set for the start of the second half between the OHLONE Renegades and the CHABOT Gladiators. The Gladiators have started off fast, at one point leading 21-3, but now the score is 34-26 as the Renegades finish the first half with a deep three from the corner, and they're trying to eke their way back into this ball game. As you can see, the first possession was handled by the Renegades, who threw the ball and attempted to throw the ball into the paint, was deflected wide, so they inbound the ball from the baseline, and a nice pass from Bone to McCarthy, who almost gets hung on the rim, and that'll be his first bucket of the ball game. And if you watch the first half, you know that has to be a huge weight off his shoulders. McCarthy on the scoring list with 2. Damian Stewart terminates his dribble. Looked like he might have moved his feet a little bit. No traveling called. Gives it to Rogers, and you can tell Rogers, he's the one with the highlighted yellow, light green shoes. Hard to miss him. See him over there getting the ball back. Starts his dribble to the right side. Gives it back to Stewart. Stewart driving a little bit. Almost lost the ball. Keeps it. Goes with the left hand and finishes. 36-28 Gladiators. 19 minutes left to go in the ball game, and Jackson for OHLONE is taking the ball down. Back to Frederick Bauer. McCarthy working with his back to the basket, off the glass, off the front of the rim. Almost gets it to go, doesn't quite get it to go, but definitely is looking a lot more confident to start this second half is Henry McCarthy. Over the back foul called on Casey Norris as John Darwin, was trying to go for the rebound. So Rogers to inbound from the baseline. Ball stolen by Henry McCarthy. Jackson controlling the ball at the point. McCarthy with a good move and gets another bucket to go. That's 4 points in the half for him, and that'll bring the lead down to 6. 1 point. Their biggest deficit was 18 points. Now it's down to 6. Got to be proud of your guys if you're John Peterson. If you're OHLONE, to watch your guys work all the way back and not give up. Brown makes his man miss, gets him up in the air. Wide open shot, can't get it to go, gets the ball back at the top of the key. Stewart head fake looking for him, can't get his man to bite. Gives it up to the deep three from the wing, can't get that to go either. Here comes Norris pushing the ball up. That's Frederick Bone, can't get that one to go. 3 for him. Damian Stewart pushes it up, pass intercepted inside the paint. Ball coming back the other way. Don't have numbers. And Frederick Bone can't knock that one down. Wide open shot. McCarthy going for the rebound and commits the foul. So Wiley setting up the offense here for the Gladiators. Looking for the screen to the left. Back to Wiley here. Brown controlling the ball, going to the right. Pass to Wiley. Wiley with the move, puts the shot up, doesn't get it to go. Gonna be Renegade ball as the ball travels out of bounds. Just a lot of moving parts underneath. Everybody jockeying for position, trying to grab the ball. And the ball goes out of bounds and is ruled out on OHLONE, or on the Gladiators, excuse me. And right now the Renegades with a prime opportunity to continue to chip away at this lead that at one point was so big. Now it's only 6. Ball passed down low, right outside the paint. Norris with a deep 3 and knocks it down. And that lead is all the way back to 3. What a huge shot for Norris. And so far in the second half, the Renegades look like they're coming to play. And Denny I takes a full timeout for the Gladiators. And what motivation this OHLONE team has come out with. They have come out on fire and really showing the Gladiators that they're not going to go down without a fight. They ended the second half well, and they're starting the second. They ended the first half well, and they're starting the second half very, very well. So Community College Game Time is presented by CHABOT Comcast 27. You can contact us or visit CHABOTTV.com. To check out more games, look up Community College Game Time on YouTube. For pictures of this game, go to thechabotspectator.com and click Sports. Looking for music and entertainment? Check out KCRH 89.9 FM or visit KCRHradio.com, the East Bay's best variety. So a big early lead for the Gladiators has been chipped away down to 3. And the Renegades have came all the way back, and now they're within striking distance with a lot of time left to go in this game. At one point, it looked like the Gladiators were going to have a field day with OHLONE and just have their way with them and do whatever they wanted to do. But right now, the momentum has shifted a little bit. And OHLONE feels like they can actually come out here and win this game. John Brucard with the shot, puts it up, gets his own rebound, puts another shot up, doesn't get it to go, but the Gladiators keep possession. That's Tyrell Jackson controlling the ball, puts it back up top to Evan Wiley. Jackson almost loses the ball as it knocks off his knee. Driving towards the baseline, puts the shot up, looks like it was deflected. John Brucard with the rebound, puts it back up, too strong off the glass, but he will get fouled and go to the line. So great second effort and awareness by John Brucard to get the ball, stay with the play, and go up strong and draw the contact. Shot is up and nothing but net. Brucard gets on the board. Second free throw, knocked down. Lead up to 5 for the Gladiators, 38-33, 15-20 left to go in the game. Bowen has the ball up at the top, gives it to Norris. Norris back down to Reed. Reed facing the basket, fadeaway shot, in and out of the net. And that's Darwin with the rebound, gives it to Evan Wiley. Evan Wiley pushing it up, and Damian Stewart can't control the pass as it goes out of bounds and a thrown away opportunity for the Gladiators. With the score increasingly getting smaller, getting closer and closer, those possessions get bigger and bigger and become more magnified when you give away a possession. Gladiators putting more of a press on. Norris runs right through the press, gives it to Reed. Reed dribbles to his left side, looking for somebody open. Can't find him. Kicks it out to Reed again, who goes to the other side of the floor. It's Anton Miller that has the ball, who checked in. Reed driving, goes to the right side, ball knocked out, but that is on Tyrell Jackson with great defense to keep his hands moving, keep his hands up. And the Renegades will inbound the ball from the baseline. Let's see if they try to find a three-point shooter from three-point land like they like to do so often. Norris driving, looking to put it up, but he gets fouled. Looked like a non-shooting foul, so another ensuing inbound from the baseline should be coming. Again, keep an eye out for OHLONE trying to find a three-point shooter out of this set. And it never fails. They're always going to throw it past the three-point line to see if they can get a quick three out of an inbound. Steps in for the two, bounces off, and McCarthy gets another rebound, and it looks like he's playing with a little bit more fervor than he was in the first half. Another baseline inbound by OHLONE. See if they try to find something short, something closer to the basket this time around. And a lot of time being taken to figure this one out. Five-point lead for the Gladiators. OHLONE with the ball with 14-18, looking for their third consecutive inbound. Both inbounds have gone past the three-point line. They find something close inside the paint, go figure, but can't hold on to it. Damian Stewart holds on to the ball, and what a steal, gives it to Tyrell Jackson. Jackson tries to go to the left hand. Ball gets stolen. Stewart gets the ball again and ends up being fouled. And you got to love the effort of this kid, Damian Stewart. Works so hard, second and third efforts. You see him all over the floor, see him all over the place. Every time you take a look, you see him in the middle of the action. Except for now, because he just checked off the floor. But the energy you get from him, so important. Jackson, uncontested shot. No good. Norris going back the other way with the ball. Gives it to Ashley Steffens. Steffens kicks it to Head. Head all the way back around the perimeter. Back to Norris. Head fakes, looking for the shot. Nobody's going to contest him. He's going to take that two-pointer uncontested every time. And he has success with knocking him down. Lead back to 3 for the Gladiators. Wiley terminates his dribble, looking for somebody to help him out. Good hands by McCarthy, the way to get and deflect that pass. And that was Norris, I believe, that went down there and got the ball. So it's going to be Renegade ball. Down by 3, 13-18 left to go in the ball game. Wouldn't have thought it would be this close of a ball game if you saw the first 7 minutes of the game. But a good one is brewing. This production has been made possible by SBMG, the Sports Broadcasting Media Group, a Chabot Students production. You can like SBMG on Facebook. And if you like me, you can follow me on Twitter at Rashawn Mungo. That's RASHAANMUNGO. So getting back to action here, 13-18 left to go in the game. Chabot leads by 3. Renegades with the ball and plenty of time to do damage. They have won 5 out of their last 6, and they're trying to make it 6 out of their last 7. They're feeling good about themselves, and the Gladiators have let them back in the game. So you got to think that OHLONE's confidence level right now is through the roof. Head driving, hasn't found anybody yet. That's Antoine Miller. Thought about going up, but gets the head fake instead. Reed from the free throw shot, doesn't get it to go, but Ashley Steffens gets the rebound, puts it back up, and it's knocked away. Gladiators with the ball. That's Brown with the bad pass, and it's intercepted, and Reed is going to take it. And he puts it up, and he gets it to finish, but there's a foul called. But I believe it's a non-shooting foul. They called the foul. You can take a look at it here. They called the foul while he was dribbling and not in the act of shooting. So it would just be an inbound from the baseline for the Renegades. Some substitutions being made as Damian Stewart checks back into the game. Pass to McCarthy. McCarthy can't hold on to it. It's stolen. Stolen away by Greg Brown. Brown gives it to Rogers, and he passes it back to Greg Brown. And a little miscommunication, didn't know he was getting it right back. And a great steal on one end turns into a turnover on the other. Norris almost did the same exact thing to McCarthy. McCarthy didn't see the pass coming and almost knocked it away. Luckily, Frederick Bowen was right there to clean up the mess. Kicks it out to Steffens. Steffens drives baseline, goes up with a finger roll, and a beautiful finish. Renegades back, only down by one. 12 minutes left to go in the ball game. Can't get a closer game than this right now. Rogers passes the ball to Darwin. Darwin with his back to the basket, looking to make a pass, starts his dribble, gives it to, tried to give it to Damian Stewart, but a great deflection by Steffens. Great awareness of the hands, knocks it away. So it'll be a Gladiator inbound. Rogers has the isolation, gives it to Stewart. Stewart with the shot clock running out. And a foul bails him out. A foul on OHLONE bails him out, at least for the time being. Gladiator inbound. Darwin sets the inbound. Rogers kicks it out to Brown. Brown goes to the right side. Looks to put it up. And a beautiful finish. Went up and under. And that's going to be on the highlight reel. I guarantee you that. So Bowen down on the baseline. Tries to pass it through the paint. Not a great decision as it's intercepted. And Gladiators head back the other way. Rogers with the ball. Kicks it out to the near side corner. Too strong. Jackson rebounds. Kicks it out. Brown wide open. Can't get it to go. Stewart with the rebound. Kicks it out to Rogers. He gets a shot. Can't knock that down either. And the OHLONE Renegades come with the rebound. And that's Jackson pushing it up. That's Frederick Bowen. Ashley Stevens thought about it. Didn't. Gives it back to Stevens. Puts it up. Knocks it down. And I guess he's saying that's how it's done. That is how it's done. 40-40 all. 10:30 left to go in the game. Big three by Stevens. Gladiators trying to go on a run and reestablish the lead. This is the first tie that we have had since the very beginning of the game. Stewart puts it up. Stewart in and out. And John Darwin with the rebound goes back up. Strong ends up getting fouled, and he's going to go to the line. John Darwin hasn't said his name a lot so far this game, but he's a big presence down low, and especially in the later stages of this game, I expect him to become a bigger factor and for his presence to be felt a little bit more. And can't miss a free throw more than that. Doesn't hit anything. And he's going to take a second to regroup. One more free throw coming. 40-40, all square. 10:09 left to go in the game. Darwin has an opportunity to give CHABOT back the lead. And that one was picture perfect. 41-40 Gladiators. And Rogers putting a press here on Norris. Norris driving, tried to finish, draws the foul. Non-shooting foul, so the ball will be inbounded from the baseline. Norris kicks it out to the three-point land. It's Carl Orner out there checked in. Gives the ball back to him, drives left, head fakes, gives the ball in the backdoor cut and a great finish. Great pass, great finish, great ball movement all the way around. And that was Warren Wright, number 44 for the Renegades on the finish. And what do you know? Renegades lead. The Renegades have come all the way back and lead this ball game as of right now. And a great steal by Chris Reed. Great hands. Ball was stolen for Trevon Eaton, who just checked into the game, getting his first action of the day. Pass down low, back to the basket, trying to post up. Goes off the glass, knocks it down, 44-41. OHLONE's biggest lead of the ball game. They just got their first lead of the ball game, so leading by 3 is their biggest one. 44-41 Renegades with 8:50 left to go in the game. We're set up for a pretty interesting finish. For pictures of this game, go to CHABOTspectator.com and click sports. This production has been made possible by SBMG, the Sports Broadcasting Media Group, a Chabot students production. You can like SBMG on Facebook. To check out more games, look up Community College Game Time on YouTube. That's Community College Game Time on YouTube. Community College Game Time is presented by Chabot College Comcast 27. You can contact us or visit ChabotTV.com. And I'm Rashawn Mungo. I am your play-by-play announcer. You can follow me on Twitter. Well, we can get to that later. Well, we got a good ball game going right now. Early in the game, Chabot led at one point, 21-3. And ever since then, OHLONE has refused to give up and have been chipping away at the lead. And here we are, 8:43 left to go in the game, and they're actually up by 3. Now it's Chabot's turn to respond. They have enough time to do it, but they got to start now. And that's going to be a foul on the Renegades. Opportunity to get 2 back here. That's going to be Evan Wiley. Excuse me, that's going to be John Darwin. Went 1 for 1 his last time. Since airballing his first free throw, he's knocked down 2 beautiful free throws since then. So it seems that he has found his rhythm from the line. The second one, now it looks automatic. Right now, coming from Darwin. So Gladiators down by 1. 44-43. Bowen controlling the ball. Gives it to Norris. Norris hasn't started his dribble. Starts his dribble to the right side. And spots up from the free throw line and gets the shooter's bounce. And it's 46-43 Renegades. Brown goes to the right side. Backs up a little bit, trying to create a little bit of space. Looking for somebody to pass it to. Dribble already terminated by Wiley. Looking for somebody to help him out. Brown gets the ball, kicks it out to the wing. Jackson looking to drive, looking for somebody open. Can't find anybody. And it looks like a foul. On OHLONE. So inbound by Jackson. Jackson to Wiley. Wiley driving to the left. Head fake, gets two defenders in the air. Air balls. Apparently called out of bounds, or I think that was a shot clock violation. 46-43. OHLONE holds on to that lead. The resilience of OHLONE today to come all the way back is amazing. Pass knocked away by Darwin. And Darwin, like I said, has been making his presence felt a little bit. And just as I said it, he gets a rebound. And a foul on OHLONE. And look at that effort. Puts the ball up. Darwin comes down with the ball. And he is fouled, and he's going to go and shoot two. And his free throw seems to be going down nice and easy for him. And these are two big ones right here. An opportunity to get CHABOT back within one. First one is up. First one is good. Free throws down the stretch. Vital. No two ways about it. Free throws down the stretch are vital. Second one good. 1 point ball game, 7:06 left to go. Jarrett Jackson has the ball for the Renegades. Looking to make a move. Back to Jarrett Jackson after giving it up. McCarthy terminates his dribble. Reed ins and out all around the world. Shot being put back up. Look, a lot of contact on Stevens, but there is no call there. Gladiators have possession of the ball. And Jackson to Brown. Brown to Wiley. Wiley. Oh, back to Jackson. And somebody's got to put up a shot here. And a big time three-pointer by Greg Brown. And that gives the Gladiators back the lead. Gladiators lead by 2 after that dagger from deep. 48-46, 5:55 left to go in the ball game. Jackson telling him to spread out. McCarthy trying to set up a screen, doesn't take it, runs right by it. Pass down low, trying to make a move, and a foul. What looks like to be on Greg Brown. Inbound to McCarthy. McCarthy can't quite control it. Settled in by John Darwin. Jackson dribbling to the left, terminates the dribble, looking for somebody to give it to. And it's going to be another foul on OHLONE. And Darwin's going to get back to the line. And like I said, I expected to see a lot of John Darwin, big man, big size, in a close basketball game like this, to start making his presence felt. And lo and behold, there it is. And he misses the one-and-one, free throw, and commits the foul. Not necessarily he wants to make an impact on this game in that particular instance, but has been getting to the line a lot and have been, up until that point, looked very good from the charity stripe. So Chabot leads by 2. Casey Norris has the ball. McCarthy trying to set this screen. He releases back to him right underneath, and McCarthy finishes. Tie ball game, 48 all. 4:50 left to go in the ball game. Greg Brown has the ball, looking to set up the offense. Wiley at the top of the key. Looks like the defender is giving him a little space. Terrell Jackson moves to the left, gets pushed back. Good defense by OHLONE. Greg pushing it back to the left. It looks like nobody's been able to penetrate as of right now. Spots up, and that's going to be out of bounds, going up and over the backboard. And good defense by the Renegades in that half-court set. 4:20 left to go in the ball game, 48 all. Anybody's game. Almost stolen by Wiley. The pass intended for Norris. Deep 3, puts it up off the back of the iron, doesn't get it to go. McCarthy fighting for the rebound, but it's Tyrell Jackson who comes down with it for the Gladiators. 4 minutes exactly left to go. Every possession so crucial here in the last waning minutes of this ball game. Wiley gets fouled and he'll go to the line. And a timeout is going to be called by the Renegades. 48 all, 3:51 left to go in the ball game. Community College Game Time is presented by Chabot Comcast 27. You can contact us or visit ChabotTV.com. Looking for music and entertainment, check out KCRH 89.9 FM or visit KCRHradio.com. The East Bay's best, very best variety. So Evan Wiley to shoot 2 here after the foul. First one is up and doesn't want to go. Second is good. Chabot by 1. Jared Jackson has got the ball. Gives it to Frederick Bowen. Sorry, that's Casey Norris, excuse me, my apologies. Reed tries to go up and gets the ball knocked out of his hand. The foul is called. Looked like all ball to me, but that's why I do this. That's why I don't have a striped shirt on. Renegades with a chance to tie the ball game, and they do just that. Chris Reed, such an important part of this OHLONE team, the backbone today. Just doing almost everything you want. Driving, shooting, playing some solid D out there, getting to the line, giving you the lead with 3:30 left to go. Gladiators have to answer. Down by 1 on their home floor after they led by 18 at one point. Tyrell Jackson drives, strong drive, and puts it up with the right hand one time off the glass. Gives the Gladiators back the lead. It's going to come down to who can make stops. Who can make stops on either end of the floor. Nice, 2. Good look at it. Couldn't quite knock it down. Chabot gets that stop. Can they capitalize on the stop? Brown to Jackson. Jackson dribbling to the right side, going strong to the basket. Gets the finish. Who did he call the foul on? And he said it's an offensive foul. on Tyrell Jackson as he drives to the right side. And a good call. And a good call. That's going to be an offensive foul on the Gladiators. And that'll give the Renegades the ball back. He beat him to the spot. Had his hands up, straight line, everything you can ask for. And he just barreled, and Tyrell Jackson just barreled over him. Glad's clinging to a 51-50 lead. Time is ticking for the Renegades. Every possession is so important. Every time down, you have to make the most of it. Reed with the head fake. Try to see if you can get him to jump. Dribbles it all the way to the free throw line and puts it up. Knocks it down. 1 point lead by OHLONE. Head fake from the corner. Back to Wiley. Jackson thought about it. Wiley driving. Puts it up. Too strong. Anybody's rebound goes over the backboard, and that's going to be out of bounds. That's going to be Renegade ball. 2:03 left to go. 1 point lead for the visiting Renegades, who have won 5 out of their last 6, trying to make it 6 out of their last 7. Gladiators, on the other hand, are trying to win their 14th game overall of the year and trying to bring that record above 500. They're at 13-13 right now. Too strong. Hauled in by Orner. Deep three by Bowen, just nicks the front of the rim. Another rebound by the Renegades. 1:23 left to go in the ball game. Renegades lead by 1. Driving down. Good defense. Knocked by John Darwin. Good block. And he picked a tremendous time to get a block right now. Brown terminates the dribble. 1:06 left to go in the ball game. Wiley sitting there at the point. Kicks it down to the near side corner. Puts the shot up. Hits off the top of the backboard. It's still good. Darwin gets a rebound, spin move, and finishes. And gives the Gladiators a lead, a 1 point lead with less than a minute to play. What a rebound and what a finish by John Darwin. Rolls and finishes with the right hand. And that's exactly what you want your big man to do late in games. Get to the board, get you another possession, and if you can, finish it. Full court press on for the Gladiators. Well, at least momentarily. 49 seconds left to go in the ball game. Gladiators lead by 1. Kicks it out. Reed might be their go-to guy here in the last minute. Orner posting. There it is. Bowen can't knock it down from the free throw line. 30 seconds left to go. Glad still lead by 1, and they're gonna foul and bring Greg Brown to the free throw line. Shooting 2. 27 seconds left to go, and an opportunity to push this lead up to 3. Which is important. And the Hayward crowd getting very quiet in anticipation of the free throw shot. Doesn't help as it hits off the rim. And a timeout called. And it doesn't get much better than this right now. It's a 1 point game, 53-52. After the Glads came out swinging, looking for the knockout blow early in the first half. OHLONE just stayed the course and just hung around just long enough, just nicking and chopping off, slowly nicking away, and brought themselves within 10 at the end of the first half. Then just to finally take the lead halfway through the second half. And it's been a seesaw battle ever since. And right now, the Gladiators are trying to hold on to a slim margin. They have a 1-point lead with 2 ensuing free throws and 27 seconds until their 14th win of the season. And so I'm curious to see how Denny and how John Peterson are going to play this final 27 seconds. It's a big part of the game, and we talk about free throws, and even early I mentioned that free throws are important even when the lead was 12, 14, 15, 16, and double digits. I brought up how important free throws are. And you think about Henry McCarthy and all those free throws that he missed, that he left on the line. He went to the free throw line 3 times and didn't make one his first 3 trips. How big are those free throws right now? If he makes just one of those, it's a tie ball game. If he makes 2 of those, his team leads. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. Right now we have a 1-point game with Greg Brown on the free throw line with an opportunity to give his club a greater lead. 2-point lead for the Gladiators, 54-52, 27 seconds. Crunch time. Gladiators have to play smart defense here. 20 seconds left to go in the game. Driving and draws the foul. Great drive right there, and great way to make sure you get the contact and throw your arms in the air to make sure you get the call. That's Jarrett Jackson, and as soon as he makes the contact, he flings his arms in the air to let the official know that, hey, there was some contact there, and I'm trying to go to the line, thank you very much. Big free throws here. Jackson misses the first one. Had the ability to tie the game with 18 seconds left and misses the first one. Well, you have to make this one here. And can't make that one, and Gladiators come down with the rebound. James Glass. Haven't said his name much either so far today, but might have come down with the biggest rebound of the game so far. 54-52, 17 seconds left to go in the ball game. Community College Game Time is presented by Chabot College Comcast 27. You can contact us or visit ChabotTV.com. To check out more games, look up Community College Game Time on YouTube. And yes, they're as good as this one. This production has been made possible by SBMG, the Sports Broadcasting Media Group, a Chabot Students production. You can like SBMG on Facebook. For pictures of this game, go to thechabotspectator.com and click Sports. If you're looking for music and entertainment, check out KCRH 89.9 FM or visit KCRHradio.com, the East Bay's best variety. And you know who I am. I'm Rashawn Mungo. Calling these games for you. Glad to have you with us in the last 17 seconds. Chabot has the ball. Leads by 2. The OHLONE Renegade are putting on the greatest press I've ever seen in my life. And the ball almost stolen. And good defense by OHLONE, who end up getting the possession and the foul. And what an incredible turn of events here in Hayward. Warren Wright is going to the line to shoot 2 with an opportunity to tie up the ball game with 16 seconds left to go, but he's gonna shoot it too strong and not be able to convert. OHLONE has had 4 free throws in the last 5 ticks and have not been able to tie up the ball game as of yet. Gets that one to go. Lead down to 1, 16 seconds left to go. Oh man. CHABOT has to find a way to get this ball inbounded. They have to get the ball inbounded, and the ball is almost stolen. And who is it off of? It's off of Renegade. It's off the Renegades, off of OHLONE. 15 seconds left to go, and this is the toughest inbounding task ever. Gladiators have to get the ball in. Somebody. And they call a timeout because they were running out of seconds. And OHLONE is putting on such a press. They are making it so difficult for OHLONE to do anything with the ball. They are disrupting. They are blanketing the Gladiators. And the Gladiators have to get the ball. They have to inbound the ball. You already used a timeout. You can't call another timeout. You're going to lose possession of the ball if you can't inbound the ball. You're up by 15 seconds. You do not want to give them the ball on that end of the floor and go out like that. What a game we have here. And OHLONE on the other side, John Peterson, after his game, no matter what, he has to, you would think he would go to his team and say, proud of you guys for hanging in there. Proud of you guys for fighting all the way back. But you gotta knock down those free throws late in the game. There's no excuse to knock down free throws when it's a 1-possession game and it's less than a minute to play. Incredible. We got 15 seconds left in this one. It's anybody's game. CHABOT has to make a play. And they get it in, but it's knocked out of bounds by OHLONE. And CHABOT is lucky. CHABOT is lucky right now. And the ball is finally inbounded. And a foul is committed, 11 seconds left to go, and that's going to be 2 free throws for Jalen Rogers. Just imagine if one of those inbounds hits off a CHABOT player and OHLONE gets the ball back on that end of the floor. The margin between winning and losing sometimes is so small. So small. But right now, with 11 ticks left on the clock, Gladiators still lead by 1. They are hanging on. I mean, hanging on to a 1-point lead. I mean that in the most sincerest of ways. They are hanging on. The OHLONE Renegades have squandered a couple opportunities on their end of the floor by not knocking down free throws when you need it the most. Well, after this game is over, you can check out different games we have. We have football and women's basketball on our YouTube channel. Just go to Community College Game Time. Type that in, and you can find us there. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm Rashawn Mungo. That's at RASHAANMUNGO. And this production has been made possible by SBMG, the Sports Broadcasting Media Group, a CHABOT student production. You can like SBMG on Facebook. So the final waning moments of this ball game here in Hayward. Still need to decide a winner, but through and through has been an entertaining game. Jalen Rogers with the first free throw and misses it. Free throws down the stretch. Can't say enough about them. Rogers knocks down the second one, so the lead is 2. 11 seconds left to go. Jared Jackson pushing it up the floor. 7 seconds, and they call a timeout. So here you go. Final possession of the ball game. Renegades down by 2. 7 seconds left on the clock. You have 7 seconds to get a shot. And if you've seen from the inbounds earlier, they're very good at inbounding. The Renegades are. They're very good at inbounding the ball, finding an open three-point shooter, and getting them to knock it down. They are very good at that. They have done that a couple of times so far this game. They've looked at Frederick Bourne. They've looked at Ashley Steffens. These guys can knock down threes, and if you're Chabot, you got to be looking for it. I mean, you don't want to give up the easy 2, but you definitely don't want to give up the 3. If anything you want to give up, it's the 2 underneath. So looking for that inbound here. They're looking for somebody in the 3, and there's Bond. Gives it right back. Shot for the 3 for the win, and he misses it. And he misses it. And the Gladiators have the ball, and they are going to win. And the Gladiators are going to escape with a victory. They dodged a bullet because Jared Jackson had a wide open 3, but he just couldn't knock it down. And the Gladiators hold on to win their 14th game in a row and have a record 1 game over 500. And what a finish here in Hayward. Gladiators start off looking like they were going to run the table. Started off the game 21-3 before the resilience and the toughness of OHLONE came to play, showed his face, and OHLONE would go on to take the lead, and towards the end of the second half, it was seesaw battle, up and down, each way. 1 point lead here, 2 point lead there, 3 point lead there, 4 point lead there. But at the end of the day, the Chabot Gladiators send these hometown fans happy with a 55-53 victory. So I'm Rashawn Mungo for our Comcast 27 staff, everyone here, Jaime Hernandez and Nathan Williams. I'm saying thank you, thanks for watching, and have a good night, everybody. See you next time.